the very best of 8 out of 10 cats. David Walliams, Fern Britton, Jack Whitehall, Jamelia, Lauren Laverne, Peter Jones, Michael Ball, Peter Serafinowicz, Denise Lewis, John Bishop, and their team captain, Jason Manford. And facing them tonight, Claudia Winkleman, Carol Vorderman, Stephen Baldwin, Alan Cochran, Josie Long, Johnny Vaughn, Greg Davies, Rod Gilbert, David O'Doherty, Chappie Corsandi, Holly Walsh, Janice Dickinson, and their team captain, John Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about opinion polls, surveys and statistics. Did you know, for example, the average sofa will witness 300 arguments, over 1,000 cuddles and 1,500 spillages? An argument that leads to a cuddle that leads to a spillage. That is a great Saturday night in. The biggest participation sport in the world is fishing. Of course, a lot of the participants are fish, and they're not happy about it. In a recent survey, 80% of Scottish men claim they regularly surf the web, until they were told that the fruit machine in the chippy is not actually part of the internet. 7% of 80-year-olds have used email, and it's even better for them because they love spam. And 9% of people regard their work as meaningless. Right, let's get on with this celebrity panel show about opinion poll surveys and statistics. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation, and they've asked the British nation what stories they've been discussing this week. It's our panellists' job to guess the British public's top 5 most popular talking points. Jason, your team to go first. Oh. Jamelia, Charlie, what have the nation been talking about?
It's got to be snow, hasn't it?
It's absolutely got to be.
And what's funny is it's become a national story now. It's hit London. But we've had it for ages in the northwest. We've had it since about 1984.
Luckily, you don't go on about it.
You're enjoying it right now. You're at a stage where you're like, oh, look at it, it's all white, so we can build snowmen, and don't our gardens look like everyone else? Hell is coming, London. Hell is coming.
I was walking along the road just after it snowed and everyone was moaning about lack of grit. I saw someone had taken it into their own hands, and what they'd done was they put loads of flour on the drive, and then when they run out of flour, they put loads of oats, and then they put loads of sugar. And I was really expecting to see, just next to that, a baker frozen to death. Just...
I've got my own salt. I use these little sachets of salt. What I do is I sprinkle a bit like that. Right, then I get another one out.
I get really pissed off. I get really pissed off by the whole, like, panic buying stuff that everyone talks about, like, panic buying, because there's a food shortage, people go out and they panic buy bread, eggs and milk. Like, to me, that doesn't seem like panic buying in a food shortage. That's quite intelligent buying. Panic buying would be if you went out to the shops during a food shortage and came back with, like, a copy of 40 Towers and a dildo. I panicked!
I've still yet to see snow. I've got no heating in my house, though.
No heating in your house?
No heating in my house.
You can't work the buttons, can you?
Basically.
You just press everything.
You know, there's
Lights coming on.
How do you know that?
Shutters in the garage go...
Have you been out and done a snowman? Have you done the snowman, Sean?
I haven't done a snowman, no.
What are you suggesting?
You won't touch a snowman.
What do I do a snowman for? What sort of dirty bastard? Even if I wanted to, I don't think I could.
I did see the 2 guys that drove on the canal this week. You see that?
Great, wasn't it?
You know, the best thing about the story, so it was guys, they got their car, whatever it was, a little tiny Citroen, they drove it along a canal and it went into the water and it reported that they both made it out alive, and so did the dog. They took a dog.
Maybe the dog was driving. That's why they're on the canal. You know, sometimes you go to your dog, go on, you have a go. Sellotape his paws to the wheel. I'll do the gears. Don't worry about the pedals. That's what happened.
You've got kids, Jamelia. Were they off school?
My kids don't go to school.
Your kids don't go to school? No, it's for the best.
I homeschool them.
Sorry. Good.
Do you homeschool?
Sorry, not really.
I homeschool them.
Well, good luck, Jamelia's kids. So all the best with that.
What do you mean?
You homeschool them?
What do you wear? No, I know.
What do you wear? Yeah, that was my first thought. What do you wear, Jamelia? A saucy school teacher's outfit?
I know how I come across on these panel shows, right? But I am actually intelligent. I would not. No, I wouldn't do something like that.
Are they not sick of you though? Like after spending all day with you and then they get home.
No, they're at home. Number one, we don't spend all day doing schooling because, like, children don't need the whole time, and we don't stay in the house either. Like, sometimes we go to Tesco's.
Oh, where are we going tomorrow on our field trip? My mummy's getting the bikini waxed. Good luck, kids. Yes, this is the news that the UK is still in the midst of the coldest winter for 30 years. A headmaster in Hampshire claims some pupils are struggling to make it into school because of the bad weather. He said of the 320 sitting maths A-level, 280 were in the exam hall when the exam started. Another 30 turned up 20 minutes later. 4 people went to the toilet, but only 3 returned. Then 42 left the building. How many were there at the end of the exam? Many people in the north have been bulk buying food because they're fat, greedy bastards.
What's that about? Well, just because people are buying milk and bread, we like milky bread. What's that?
Milky bread, yeah, bulk buying in Greggs.
We love it. Greggs is still open. They don't care if it's snowing. It's great. You can just slide straight in and put a pasty straight in your mouth.
Sean, what do you think the nation have been talking about this week?
The recession is over. We've got a growth this week was revealed of 0.1%, which means the economy's growing it's growing about as fast as my toenails. That's how fast.
I'd like to see that graph in The Independent.
0.1%. If I hadn't have bought that big bottle of Coke...
And that's what brought us out of recession.
I think it's that, and the fact that Susan Boyle had her back waxed.
Stephen, you're kind of a US film star. You live in Hollywood, don't you, most of the time? Has the recession affected you at all?
He was in Big Brother, of course it has.
Thank you.
Michael, has the recession affected you? Because you're obviously, you're producing theatre these days. Are people not going out?
It affects everywhere, doesn't it? And what is sad is we were first in the recession and we're last out. It's wrong.
That is wrong. It's like an orgy, isn't it? You don't want to be last out at an orgy.
What's your best experience in that?
There was this one particular time when Stephanie Beacham read the most erotic part of the Bible, which is the Song of Songs.
Yes, the most erotic part of the Bible.
Right.
That's the bit I go to if I'm feeling lonely.
Yeah.
That's why they put it in the drawer of the hotel. In case you haven't got money for that channel, you can go, hang on, Song of Songs. It was only a joke, but go on.
It was only a joke. I have a feeling you're going to be saying that again sometime.
Are you saying I'm damned to hell, Stephen Baldwin? Let's just clarify this.
Yeah. I've just got a picture of you being damned and on fire.
I'll be honest with you, Alan, I think me and the devil would get on.
Yeah.
Come back to the story, because she was reading the most erotic bit of the Bible, because I thought you had a bit of a crush on her.
She has this voice. She got very into it. Oh, yeah. And it wasn't too long after that I was evicted. So it all worked out just great.
When you say evicted, that means what I think it means.
What does that mean?
Basically, it's something to do with your knob, if Jimmy said it.
84 shows in, it looks like Sean's broken the code. So Jason, Lauren, David, what do people find irritating, annoying and offensive?
Is it smoking?
Smoking, people find that irritating?
I've never smoked, but I do. If I did smoke, I would like to maybe smoke a pipe. When you see a fellow with a pipe, it gives him a little bit of thinking time, a little bit of gravitas, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, ask us a question.
Which continent is Italy in?
Europe, right? Look stupid, don't I? Watch it with the pipe, right? Ready? Ask me again.
Which continent is Italy in?
Europe.
Good point, yeah.
What about MP's expenses?
They've all been told today that they have to pay back, like, is it £80 million?
No.
800 million pounds.
No, £80.
£80.
One man, he claimed MP, he claimed for a duck island. No, ducks can swim, they don't need an island.
Yeah, that was the problem with that.
Yeah, it's like buying a ladder for a magpie, isn't it? Mental, isn't it?
Or an aqualung for his koi carp. You know, there's all sorts of things.
Yeah. Well, this could go on and on.
Or like a spade for a worm. Or it's like buying... Wait a minute. No. I'll come back to you.
I've met Gordon Brown's wife quite a few times, and she's really lovely. And she's invited me to the house for breakfast 3 times, and I've said no because I just think it's going to be boring. Like,
Maybe you'd like to be strapped into a gyroscope, Jamila, and just span round. This is more like it.
I would just
Now
like
turn on the foam cannon.
Okay.
I love it round here.
I just honestly thought that it would just be boring. This is a normal, what do you call it, like a mason terraced house? Like, it's just on the street.
It's number 10 Downing Street.
Doesn't matter what's inside, really. What's going to be inside? It's just a normal house.
It's number 10.
Yeah, but so he's going to have this brown table and brown chair.
It's not a normal house. Because his name's Brown, everything isn't brown. He's not Mr. Brown. I can't believe you're a teacher. Someone get me social services on the phone. We're pulling those kids out of there. What do you think people use the internet for?
Well, Carol, you're on the internet.
I'm on the internet all the time. I tell you what I do. I shop on the internet. I buy absolutely everything on the internet.
I find it weird when they do that thing where they sort of suggest other things that you might like to buy because of what you've bought previously. Like, I bought your DVD at Christmas, right? And then it said, you like Jimmy Carr's DVD, you might also like a Police Academy 5 assignment Miami Beach.
Whereas actually, you'd be more likely to like Mission to Moscow, which is the 6th in the series.
But you were great in both of those films, so...
David, do you buy anything on... You buy eBay stuff, don't you?
I recently bought on eBay a 5-foot actual-size inflatable giant penguin. And it's the first time ever in my life I have thought, wow, when my parents were my age, they had 2 kids in a house, and I have an actual-size 5-foot...
The thing I love about internet shopping is when it gets delivered and you're not in, and you get to go and pick it up from an industrial estate 7 miles from your house. And on the way back, you have to drive past the shop you could have bought it from in the first fucking place.
Tony Blair is going in front of the Iraq inquiry, which is a very good booking for them. He's quite a big star. I think they've got Elvis Costello doing the music and 4 puffs and piano, so it should be a good show. And Blair has got security to keep Blair. It's £6 million a year security to protect Tony Blair. And I was thinking, if someone was spending that on me, I'd lie awake at night thinking, you know, if they have to spend £6 million to stop people killing me, I must be a right bastard, mustn't I?
I have a question. In America, when this sort of thing happens, it's because political parties are trying to make each other look bad. Is that what's happening here?
It's basically that he didn't have a mandate when he was elected. He has a mandate for certain things. He has a mandate to protect the country, but he does not have a mandate to change the regime of another country that he doesn't like or that he's agreed to. And that's basically what will come out of this inquiry, or not. Probably not.
Can't think of an odd gag for the end of that,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I can only...
Oh, Titty Funny! That's the reason. So there we go.
I've been very interested to hear about Jordan and getting married to Alex.
Alex something. I never thought there would be 2 people who were 2 dacking down market to get married in Vegas.
It's extraordinary, isn't it? I imagine the Elvis Presley impersonator that married them went, this is bad. This is a new low.
They didn't write their own vows, but they did do some colouring in.
Is she Jordan or Katie Price now? Because I remember she was Jordan and then she went, no, I'm a bit classy now, I'm Katie Price. But now she's married a cage fighter.
I think
I'm suspicious.
she's gone back.
She's back to the...
I'm interested in
boobs and that.
Well, who isn't?
Tell us
They
more.
are. They're
Tell us more.
fascinating.
I love them.
There you are.
I think that's why he married her. When he can't get to the gym, he can just go...
Yes, this is the news that Katie Price has married Alex Reid in a secret ceremony in Las Vegas. It was a secret ceremony with just the sun, the star, the mirror, OK, hello, grazia, He'd Take a Break, TV Quick and Puzzler magazine present. Winning Celebrity Big Brother and marrying Jordan, Alex Reid can't remember a more exciting week or the last 3 digits of his telephone number. Sean, Gabby and Johnny, your turn to guess. Most memorable sporting moment.
I think, for me, something that was... I always loved the London Marathon anyway. I think it's the most beautiful, you know, mass participation event, people running for all these different reasons. It's the most wonderful movie, you got that theme tune. And they had it in slow-mo, just seeing Paula Radcliffe reach down, pull aside a gusset and have a shit on the moon.
Interesting thing, I'm running ahead here, but what if someone catches me up? I'll leave it behind me so they slip on it like Mario Kart. Now, when you play Mario Kart and you leave a banana behind you...
It's not slipping, though. Imagine you've run a marathon, you've run 21 miles, you're chasing someone in front, and you run up and you see a log, you think, she's even stopped to have a shit! That's how far ahead she is!
Right, what else do the nation find irritating, annoying and offensive?
Is it noise? Is it noise? Is it noise?
Stop it!
Is it noise? Is it repetitive noises? People keep making noises.
Call the doctors.
Is
He's
that
lost
noise?
it.
Is it noise, Jimmy? Will you say something, you fucking robot?
Noise pollution, innit? Noise pollution, innit?
Noise
I
pollution.
think people take it a bit too serious. I was in the...
noise?
I was, yeah. Like, people go
You
on
take
about
noise
it.
too
Have you
seriously.
ever been in the quiet carriage of a Virgin train?
Yes.
Oh, they're
Hey.
brilliant. If you like tutting, you are in luck.
I was in there the other day, right, and I was watching Kirby Enthusiasm on the old laptop there. I got the earphones in, I was having a little chuckle. A little chuckle. This woman come over and she went, can you stop laughing? How miserable do you need to get to when somebody's laughter is hurting your ears?
You shouldn't have been using it in the quiet carriage. Not even
I
on
had
it. Not even on
earphones
it.
in.
It doesn't matter when you've
It
got
does.
headphones in. You can still hear it.
No, you can't.
Of course you can.
No,
Have you
you
never
can't.
heard somebody on the train with headphones in? You can still hear
That's
what they're doing.
R&B, not bloody Jewish humour.
It doesn't matter what it is. R&B isn't louder than Kirby Enthusiasm if the volume level's on the same thing.
Yeah, he's right. Imagine if you were watching 8 out of 10 Cats and you just heard me go, is it noise? Is it noise?
Google have come out and threatened to pull out of China.
It's not just Google, is it? Like, over there you can't even get YouTube. There's a billion Chinese people who have never seen that fat bloke pretending he's a Jedi. I just thought it was a good idea to start sending spam porn emails. Like, you're already on the internet. I don't need you to go, do you want some porn? I wasn't thinking about it, but now you've mentioned it, yes I
You two look at a lot of porn, don't you?
Yeah.
You're not getting... There's much more to life. Young lads like you should be out on a windswept hill with a kite. Have you never played table tennis? It's a marvellous game. You should get out of the house, have a game of table tennis or something like that.
So are you a big Twitter fan then, Sean?
There's someone pretending to be me on Twitter.
There is, yeah.
Someone pretending to be you on Twitter?
Yeah.
How grumpy are they?
Someone sent me something and they said, hey, do you want to stop it? I went, no, if they want to pretend they're me. I just think what a sad state their life's got into.
Yeah.
I mean, really, if you could pretend to be anyone, why would you pretend to be a grumpy, middle-aged man with a hangover?
David, are you on... What are you on? Facebook or...?
I mean, I don't use... well, yeah. I mean, the main function of Facebook is to look at pictures of your ex-girlfriend on holiday with her current boyfriend and look through 200 photographs till you find one where she's just got a slight look of regret in her eyes.
Oh, doubly funny when you know it's true. Facebook is a great way to meet new friends and organise your social life. Or, if you're in a hurry, you can just have your identity stolen and let the new you worry about all that. Hang on, let me just grab this. This is... These are fake Sean Lock tweets. This is the guy that's been twittering pretending to be you.
Brilliant.
Didn't someone once say it takes 42 muscles to frown and even less to smile? Well, it only takes 7 to pull the trigger on a sniper rifle.
I read some out.
Oh, can you do that
then,
one?
yeah.
That bottom one. Which one? Can you do the bottom one in Sean's voice, please?
Just bought a beautiful Elvis Presley Dan Buster's clock plate advertised in the paper. Be worth a fortune one day.
That must be the first time in history there's a 13-year-old girl trying to be a middle-aged man.
So, those were the most talked about stories this week. But in other news, it's been announced that there'll be a special bank holiday in 2012 to mark the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. What better way to commemorate the Queen's 60 years on the throne than by spending the day sitting on your arse doing fuck all? And former government spin doctor Alistair Campbell has appeared in front of the Iraq inquiry. Sadly, the inquiry failed to ask Alistair Campbell the key question we all wanted to know the answer to. How do you sleep at night, you fucking monster? And cold callers annoy us. You pick up the phone and it's a strange foreign voice you don't recognise babbling about something you're not interested in. Mr. Jimmy, I have your baby now. Please send the money. I just put the phone down. Our next round is pick of the polls. OK, Sean Steen, what do you like the look of?
I like the look of the kid with the fingers.
OK, you've chosen the child. Here is a clip for you to watch.
Hello and how do you do? I can say how happy I am here to be with you. I am a canny Mary and I live in Cooper 5. I'm not too old for sweeties, but I'm too young for a wife. Go on yourself. And I'm off for the Shinbana at the end of the year. I'm off for a bit of crack. Singing and good cheer, I'm awfully shifty. But a man of 50, I'm not 50. Catch me if you can. My name is Dan, so I'm your man. I just skimmed down for the eye in the sky. I'm no very big, but I'm awfully shy. Unless you shout when I go by, Donald, where's your choosers?
That was Frankie Boyle in 1986. So the question is, 23% of parents think their child has an extraordinary talent.
An extraordinary talent. I don't know, what is an extraordinary talent?
Well, you know, they think they're a fabulous singer, fabulous dancer, just talented.
2 of my kids can fly. And the other one can't.
The other one, it turns out.
Yeah.
That
so
went
I
badly.
don't let the other 2 fly. I say, you'll just upset the other one. whatever its name is. When he's out there, I go, go on, fly. He's coming back in. So, yes, if you call that extraordinary, then, yeah, guilty as charged.
You've picked the man sitting by the pool. Your question, in a poll to find the best thing about the 80s, the Rubik's Cube came second. What came top?
Top of the
Disco
Pops.
dancing, Top of the Pops, Dallas.
Best thing about the 80s?
It was Karen Powell.
Karen Powell?
Yeah.
Who was she?
It's the girl I got off with. She let me do everything.
Jimmy,
yes.
Can you give us a clue?
I can give you a bit of a clue. Yeah, it was a televisual event for most people.
Oh! Live Aid! Live Aid!
I'm going to claim for that. I'm going to look a right dick on the claim form, aren't I? How did the injury happen? I just got hit by someone being a bit overly camp. You just like that skin because it's like the ball bag skin, don't you?
Join me after the break when we'll be finding out the best way to fend off burglars. Do the majority of our studio audience believe in extraterrestrials?
What's your definition of an extraterrestrial?
Well, terrestrial is like BBC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extraterrestrials like Men and Motors, UK Living. Have I misunderstood this question?
Aliens. Basically aliens.
What I don't understand about aliens is they travel millions of light years. They never come and meet the president or anything, do they? It's like, oh, no, I'm going to hang out with some rednecks and have sex with them in the night.
Maybe they're more like you than you think.
Looking at this picture, why don't you get fat aliens? I mean, they can eat anything they want, can't they? They're aliens.
Jabba the Hutt, he was fat.
Yeah.
He wasn't an alien.
He was?
He wasn't.
What was he?
He wasn't real.
You mean real aliens?
Real ones, like this one here.
30% of people think what should be banned from pubs.
Is it pork scratchings?
Pork scratching banned from pubs? No.
Pork scratchings.
Yeah. Pork scratchings, what they are, they're bits of the pig. They're like the skin of the pig, and they're cooked. They're crackly. Basically, it's like a pig jigsaw. You get them all together, you can actually make a pig.
Pigsaw, yeah.
Pigsaw.
Eat them. Imagine me dating this guy. Where we go? We're going to go eat pigs, jigsaw pigs on the date.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I
no,
don't think
we're
he's
not.
asking you out, Janice.
I'm imagining in
He's
my
just telling you what
mind.
pork scratchings are.
Yeah, but we would go out, and I'd give you a pint of bitter and say, eat that, or you're not getting a lift home.
I'd do it.
Yeah. No, they're a delicacy. They're really nice with bitter. What?
I'd fuck you in the taxi hard.
Right, OK.
I'd ride you hard all the way home.
Really? Right.
Wow.
Just remember what my other kid can do. The other one, the one who can't fly, though, can do something quite extraordinary.
What can he do, Sean?
You know, he can walk on one hand, like that, on his fingers, like in cartoons. And I tell him, don't do that when the other two are in. But that's it. Can't read or write, either of them.
23% of parents think their child has an extraordinary talent, so you're going to go for true or false? Sean?
True, yeah, let's go true.
True. OK, you're going true. What are you going to go for?
What do you
I
reckon?
think false.
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 Yeah, we'll go false then.
False.
You go false. I can tell you the answer is false. In fact, 42% of parents think their child has an extraordinary talent. I tell you who I think was a talented child. Do you remember little Michael Jackson from the Jackson 5? He was incredible, wasn't he? Whatever happened to him? Oh, right, OK. Did he? And then 40 million albums. And then? He did what? Yeah, everyone likes children. Oh, I see. But I could go and see him live? All right. Well, I better just kick on then. And the winner is the name of our final round. Here's your first one. Most common reason to wake up in the night.
I know what wakes me up in the night. Those rumble strips on motorways.
Waking up thinking you need a really giant piss, but then discovering when you get to the toilet you only need a thimbleful. And then catching sight of your bloated, middle-aged carcass in the mirror of the bathroom and thinking, what happened to that young lad, that Shropshire boy, so full of hope?
Most common social faux pas.
Is it saying goodbye to somebody and then walking in the same direction for a bit? I'll see you later, all right?
I know a real bad one from my point of view, because I'm lucky enough to fly in a jet. My little daughter, Isabella, she's 3. She's never flown on a commercial plane before, and we went to Barbados. And then walking on the plane, we're getting taken to our seats. And she turns around and says in the loudest possible voice, "Daddy, what are all these people doing on our plane?"
Did you just put some money in her mouth?
My daughter's never been on a commercial plane. Imagine people watching Channel 4 on a Friday night are thinking, oh, finally someone we can relate to. Most annoying thing about new technology. Go on.
The most annoying thing about new technology is that whatever you get, and no matter how great you think it is, in 6 months' time there'll be one that's 15 times better than it out for half the price. So, like, you're there with your phone, check out my new phone, and then you meet someone about 2 weeks later and they go, oh, yeah, mine's got invisibility cloaking device on it.
I have seen your phone, though, and your phone is spectacularly bad.
I brought my phone into a shop recently, and the guy went, this is from from 2004! And you got the guys here, look, it's from 2004! It's the oldest thing he had ever seen. It was like, 2004!
Did he get all the other phones to come and meet its dad? Come and meet your dad!
OK, most annoying thing about technology?
DVD players that don't play all regions of DVD.
Oh.
You don't play all regions of DVD, you are racist.
Best way to discourage burglars?
A dog.
That's a crazy answer.
Yeah.
Dog? That's mental.
Beware of the dog sign is number 9 on our list.
That only works for cat burglars, though.
Good night, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, we've had a call in from the 2 Ronnies. They want it back.
Is it a moat? Is number 1 a moat? The best way to discourage burglars is a moat.
I don't know if you can say moat properly. I'm guessing that you're trying to say moat, but you're saying moat. Like a goldfish that's got learning difficulties.
Shall I say it like you say it?
Yeah.
All right. Moat.
No. What is the poshest sport?
Quidditch. Because it's not only posh, like, played by posh people, it's expensive as well. Those, like, flying sweeping brushes and that, they're like 45 quid second-hand, you know what I mean? And who wants a second-hand one? You know someone's died on it, so...
Poshest sport?
Gotta be the equine sports, dressage.
Oh.
Dressage. Who did dressage at school? Who did it? I mean, we keep on saying we've got dressage. Who went to school and the teacher turned around and said, listen, kids, got PE on Wednesday. Don't forget your pony. If you don't bring your pony, you got to do it in your vest and knickers. Like that.
No, what happened? Is that the one where they just walk around showing off that they've got an horse?
They got a horse that can dance.
They've got a horse that can dance. It's like sort of quite... It's like,
Do you know,
it's like that, but with a horse.
It's called...
That is going to be
actually.
Greatest idea ever.
Don't tell him.
I'm invested in Levi Roots. Who must have heard of reggae sauce?
Big time, yeah. I walk past it all the time.
He's the most...
Oh, yeah, Muscat. No, I'll go with something I trust and know. That's what
I've got a sauce.
That sounds horrible.
I've got a sauce. It's called Sean's Secret Sauce. Coming out, it's a very secret recipe. I make it at midnight when I'm drunk. I switch the lights off in the kitchen. I just make it like that. Some weeks it's delicious. Some weeks it's poisonous. So I'm going to make loads. I'm going to make millions. Because if you talk to Levi Roots, a fellow saucier...
Well, he sung for his sauce. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Put some music in my food today. Give me some reggae sauce.
Yeah.
Nice. What's your song?
My song. Sean Sauce. I think they should get rid of red and yellow cards, definitely, and replace them with purple and green ones. I just prefer those colours. Most of the managers are Scottish, and when Scottish people say purple, it's quite funny, isn't it? They go, purple. Alex Fergus, I'm furious about that purple.
Most hated profession?
How about popcorn sellers at cinemas? How much? Popcorn?
That's my favourite thing about going to the cinema, like trying to keep a straight face when you go, £8.50 for a Coke and popcorn.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's very reasonable.
Hyperinflation, isn't it? It's like...
Have you not been to a normal shop? Scariest fairy tale character?
Is it Hannibal Lecter? I remember my dad used to read that to me every night. And he said, and he ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Good night.
I tell you what, the other one I ate, Jill from Jack and Jill. She was a clumsy bitch, wasn't she? He's fallen down the hill, right? And then she's made the exact same mistake, fallen down, landing on her, and then he's broken his crown and she's gone, I know what'll fix that, a bit of brown paper and vinegar. You're like, Germaline, you daft sod, Germaline!
OK, I'll give you a clue. Think gingerbread house.
The witch from Hansel and Gretel.
It's the witch
with the oven and all of that going on.
It's the right answer.
Yeah.
Yes, the scariest fairy tale character is the witch in Hansel and Gretel. In the original fairy tale, the witch who eats children represents acute postnatal depression, and the gingerbread house represents cravings during pregnancy. Hansel is the male generative force, the sperm, the son of the wood chopper or penis. Gretel is the egg. The enchanted forest is pubic hair. The warts on the witch's face are an STD. Cinderella is a whore, the gingerbread man is gay, the beanstalk is a giant cock, Little Red Riding Hood is the clitoris, and Goldilocks fucks animals. Any questions? Thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.